Good morning. It might not be morning for everyone, wherever you live all over the world, but it's morning here. And I just want to share a video, talk to you about how I got over waking up and feeling confused, like as if my brain was an overworked computer. And that would set the tone for the rest of the day. I would wake up feeling, not knowing which direction I was meant to go. And most of the time, I would end up, focusing on negative things, either something that occurred the day before, whatever is going on in the world, or my personal things going on in my personal life. And then I would have this low grade anxiety, and that would just make me just feel the rest of the day would just feel, it would just, be a ripple effect for the rest of the day. That continued for a long time, this negative, um, low vibrational energy will just, follow me for, and that's, as I said, has been for a long time until I happened upon just one word, and it was the word neuroplasticity. And I was like, what does that mean? Neuro. I knew it had something to do with the brain because I was beginning to wonder what was going on with me. So I decided to research a little bit what that word meant. And I found out that it was just a big word that meant or describes the way the brain can rewire itself depending, on the habits that we do habitually. So say, for instance, my brain had been programmed to wake up feeling depressed, sad, focusing on the negative and things like that. So I decided, okay, so what can I do, that would, I wake up in the morning, I need to run, to go to work, whatever it is, I've got a place to go. What can I do? What quick things can I do that I would be consistent about doing that can help to change this way of being, this way of living? So after finding out what neuroplasticity meant, I decided, okay, I came up with, maybe through the grace of the Holy Spirit, I suppose, I came up with 3 simple words: gratitude, movement, intention. So I thought, okay, so if I start the day, with just spending just 10 minutes, let me say, I just wanted to be consistent. So 10 minutes, I would start. I gave myself 1 week. It was a 1 week experiment. So 10 minutes a day. So gratitude would be, I would dedicate 3 minutes to gratitude. Then I'll dedicate 5 minutes to movement, and I'll dedicate 2 minutes to intention. As I said, this was just an experiment. So the gratitude would consist of a prayer and also writing down 3 things in detail what I'm grateful for. So I would write down in detail, not maybe I'm just grateful for a job, I'm grateful for a family. No, I must go into detail as to exactly what I was grateful for. So that helped to embed it in my mind, and that also released dopamine and serotonin, those feel good hormones that just make you feel, positive. So that is what the journaling for just 3 minutes, that's what it did. It made me, anytime my mind, that is during the day, anytime I was going towards the negative, those 3 things that I'd recorded will, would come to mind. Plus the fact that I had dopamine and serotonin, which are feel good hormones, flooding my system. So that is what I do. So I'm going to just, show you my notebook, and then I would be back. So here would be me sitting quietly. I've already done this, but I just thought, let me just document what I do. So I would sit down for 3 minutes and recall, you know, um, positive things that I'm grateful for. I would say a prayer, and then I would go into the living room and then do my movement. And so I'm going to take you into the living room now to show you what I would do, because this is not the time I was going to take a 20-minute walk, or I want something, that a program that I could, a ritual that I could be sure to be consistent about. And the shorter and the quicker it was, the more likely I was to continue with it. And then on top of it, if I realized that, yes, it was working, then I gradually would extend the time that I was spending on each step. So we're going to go into the living room and I'll show you what my movement is and the benefits of that. So let's go. So I'm in my living room now. So what I would do is, this is the living room space. So I would jog round through the living room and then come out of the kitchen area. And then I would do that maybe about 30 or 40 times round the living room and kitchen, go around, and I would have changed my shoes to make it more comfortable, done some warm-ups, and then I would jog around, and the whole purpose is to kind of wake up my brain, remove stiffness, and then it also releases endorphins and dopamine to, these are feel-good hormones that would relieve stress and just make me feel good. So by the time I just, do these runarounds for, as I said, I give it 5 minutes, and within that 5 minutes, I can get about 30 laps round, then, I would feel better. So just hang on a minute, and I'm just going to jog round for one lap and come back. So hold on. Still there? One more. All right, so just to not make this video long, that's what I would do. And then I also make sure that you know go towards natural light as much as possible, because there's this scientist called Andrew, I think Huberman. He says that when we wake up and we go um towards natural light, say we go outside or towards a window, it helps to reset our natural body clock, and that helps us to be um prepared for the day. It reminds the mind or the brain that it's morning and it's time to get up and go. So that is also a good thing. So now I've done the gratitude, I've done the movement, and then we go to intention. So hold on a minute. So after the movements and the gratitude period and the movement, I now sit quietly for maybe say 2 minutes, and then I set my intention. In setting my intention, I don't mean that I'm going to do a to-do list. What do I have to do and all that sort of thing? No, I know that I have things to do for that day, but the purpose of setting the intention, or the difference, is I'm focusing on who I want to be for that day. How do I want to approach the issues that I have to deal with? Because sometimes when I think of, when I have to maybe do a particular thing, for instance, it might fill me with dread, or I'm like nervous or fearful or uncomfortable about it. But how I choose to approach whatever it is that I need to face that day is actually really important. So I sit for 2 minutes and set my intention that, okay, say for instance, today, yes, I know I have, XYZ to do, but I'm going to, face the day with courage, with faith, or with patience and confidence, or whatever it is that I feel would require me to solve my problems for that day without being too negative, feeling low and fearful. That approach is what I set for that day when I mean setting my intention, because this allows me to what should I say? It allows me to, have a positive approach to my whole day, and it's not about. It's more about deciding on the type of energy that I want to bring for the day. So when I do that, when I set my intention um, to be full of faith, or full of confidence, or full of courage, that is a higher vibrational energy. That is a more positive energy, and that helps to remove, any what should I say, anxiety and fearful thoughts. So I found out that I practiced that for a week. Gratitude, the movement, and setting my intention, for positive energy, or with positive energy, declaring that I was going to, go through the day as much as is humanly possible with a positive, energetic mindset. That really did help to, and I can say almost banish once in a while, yeah, but it actually rewired my brain to wake up feeling full of, that confident mentality, and that has actually helped me. And now what I do is that I even extend the periods, the gratitude and prayer. I've extended that time depending on, if I'm not rushing. It could be 5 minutes, 10 minutes, but I must make sure that those 3 rituals I do every day, and that has helped me. So kindly let me know if you have any rituals that you practice to help you go through the day, relieve anxiety and stress, and put you in a good mood for the day, because life is full of challenges, and we all have to have, strategic moves that we use to operate. So yeah, anyhow, whatever you have, I would you've got to share. Please share, because it is always beneficial to somebody else, So thank you so much for watching, and bye for now.